Hi everyone, Corey again here at Camp High Hopes, and today I have brought you a little 3D optical illusion trick that's pretty easy to do at home. So I'm going to show you my examples first. This is the first one that I did just to show you how we're going to be making the drawing. So when you do this, you won't actually trace the outline, and that was my first mistake. So then after we've done that, we're going to go back and add all of these lines, and we're going to jump over the part where the pencil drawing is. And then at the end, this one looks a little weird, so we're going to try a different shape today. But hopefully it'll look like something is actually sitting underneath the page. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw your shape onto your page. So for this one, we're going to try just doing my hand laid out flat. You could even try doing letters or another shape, but this one's a pretty easy one. So you're going to take a pencil, it has to be a pencil for this part, and just trace it all the way around your hand. Try to keep your hand still, but if you can't, that is a-okay. Just making a shape onto the paper. And there we go, that's my hand. Take your piece of paper, and all along the edge here, you're going to take a ruler, and you're going to mark half-inch intervals. I've already done this on this page, because this probably takes the longest part. So you're going to line up your ruler right to the very edge, and then you could use a different increment, which means size, but this is the one I chose. So every half an inch, you make a little tick mark. And then I'm going to put a piece of paper under this so I don't make a mess on the table. You're going to take your ruler, line up your first two marks, and you want to make sure that you are getting the first two marks where your lines will come at diagonally, and just trace along the edge of your ruler, just like that. And you can go all the way across right up until where your fingers start. You're going to want to make sure to stop before then, or you will have to start all over. It did take me several tries the first time I did this, so we'll see how many tries it takes me today. Okay, so now we have gotten to the portion of the page that has my hand drawing. So now is the part where you have to be careful and really pay attention. So you're going to start at the edge of the page, and you're going to take your line just up until where it touches your pencil mark, right there. And then you're going to start from the other end of your pencil mark and go all the way to the end of the page. And it's going to get a little tricky where you have all of these fingers. Stopping at the pencil line, starting at the pencil line, stopping at the pencil line. And this one you can see is illustrated in that middle example that I have next to me, where the lines go all the way across, but they skip over anywhere my hand was. You're going to want to make sure during this part that you're holding your ruler down with a little bit of pressure so it doesn't move around on you. And as always with any of the stuff we do here at Camp High Hopes, feel free to ask a guardian for assistance, and I am sure that they will find time to help you. So now we are getting almost all the way to the bottom of the page, and you can see how nice it looks, where we just have almost the impression of my hand on the paper. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil and you're going to carefully erase the line that you drew in before. This is why it is so important to do that first part in pencil and not marker or pen or anything like that. So this next step is optional, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in all of the lines that will make this an illusion in pencil, just to make sure I like the way it looks when it's all done. So if you come in closer again here, wherever you have a gap in the lines, you're going to draw an arched line, just a little curve. And you want to make sure that you're making these sort of even, because the more even they are, the more it will look like there's something sitting underneath the paper. So now that you've drawn in the lines, you can kind of go back and touch up anywhere where you don't quite like the shape that you've made. So just like that, we have our little illusion. And now to make it stand out a little bit more, I'm going to use a different color to draw it in. I think I'm going to do purple because I really like purple, obviously. So now you're going to take your marker, your other color, contrast. I'm going to draw right over those lines. Anywhere where the marker does not cover the line, you can always go back in and erase later. It is just a good guide. And there we have it, a little bit of erasing. And your beautiful illusion is all done. How cool does that? Thanks again for joining me here at Camp High Hopes. Please let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions. Like up the video, and we'll see you around soon.